Chapter 36 in Ezekiel is a beautiful speech to the promised land, the land itself, the ground, the mountains, the hills, the trees, everything about its past and its future. And when you hear it, we, the house of Israel, will also hear the criticisms against us about why it was so, why it has become this way. And you'll see, I think, what is happening in the land today and how much more it can become. And you, human being, prophesy to the mountains of Israel and say, Mountains of Israel, hear the word of Yehovah. So says Lord Yehovah. Because the enemy has said about you, Ha! The ancient heights have become ours. Prophesy therefore and say, So says Lord Yehovah. Because they wanted to see you become a possession of those around you, and you have become a gossip in every language of the nations and an insult among the peoples. Truly, mountains of Israel, hear the word of Lord Yehovah. So says Lord Yehovah to the mountains and to the hills, to the streams and to the valleys, to the desolate wastes and to the forsaken cities that have become a spoil and a mockery among the remaining nations all around. Surely, so says Lord Yehovah, I have spoken in the fire of my passion, saying to the remnant of nations and to all of Edom who have made my land a possession for themselves, for pasture and plunder, with glee and wholehearted contempt. Surely, prophesy about the ground of Israel, and say to the mountains and to the hills, to the streams and to the valleys, So says Lord Yehovah. Behold, in my zeal and in my wrath do I say, that because you have suffered the taunting of nations, surely, so says Lord Yehovah, I swear by my hand that the nations who are around you shall themselves suffer disgrace. And you, mountains of Israel, shall produce and give fruit for my people Israel, because their return is near. For I will look to you, and I will turn to you, and you shall be tilled and sown. And I will settle many people upon you, the whole house of Israel. And the towns will be populated, and the ruins rebuilt, and I will multiply upon you humans and animals, and they will increase and be fruitful. And I will repopulate you like you were before, and I will make you more prosperous than before. And you shall know that I am Yehovah. And I will lead people to you, my people Israel, and they shall possess you, and you shall be their heritage, and no more shall you cause them to be bereaved. So says Lord Yehovah, because they say to you, You devour people, and you have deprived your nations. Surely, men shall you no longer devour, and your nations shall you never again bereave, declares Lord Yehovah. And I will no longer allow the tauntings of the nations to be heard against you, and you won't suffer the mocking of the peoples anymore, and never again shall you cause your nations to stumble, declares Lord Jehovah. And the word of Jehovah came to me, saying, Son of man, the house of Israel lived on their own land, and they defiled it. With their ways and in their doings, their ways were like the uncleanness of a menstruating woman in my sight. And I poured out my wrath upon them for the blood they spilled upon the land and for their defiling fetishes. And I scattered them among the nations and dispersed them in the lands. According to their ways and their deeds did I judge them. And when they came to the nations where they went, they profaned my holy name when it was said of them, They are the people of Jehovah, and yet they had to leave their land. And I was concerned for my holy name, which the house of Israel blasphemed among the nations to where they came. Surely, say to the house of Israel, So says Lord Jehovah, Not for your sakes will I act, house of Israel, but for my holy name that you have profaned among the nations to where you came. I will sanctify my great name that has been profaned, which you have caused to be profaned among the nations, and the nations shall know that I am Jehovah, declares Lord Jehovah. When I am sanctified before their eyes through you, I will take you from the nations, and I will gather you from all the lands, and I will bring you to your own land. And I will sprinkle clean water upon you and cleanse you. And I will cleanse you from all your uncleannesses and all your fetishes. And I will give you a new heart and a new spirit within you. And I will remove the heart of stone from your body, and I will give you a heart of flesh. And my spirit will I put into you. And I will make it so you walk according to my laws, and so you obey my regulations. And you shall live in the land that I gave to your fathers, and you shall be my people, and I shall be your God. And when I have cleansed you from all your uncleanness, I will call to the grain and increase it. And I will not bring famine upon you. And I will increase the fruit of the tree and the crops of the field, so that you'll never again be embarrassed because of hunger in front of the nations. And you will remember your evil ways and your blasphemies that were not good, and you will loathe yourselves for your sins and your deeds. Not for your sakes do I act, declares Lord Jehovah. Know this. Be ashamed and humiliated because of your behavior, house of Israel. So says Lord Jehovah. On the day when I have cleansed you from all your sins, I will populate your cities and rebuild your ruined places. And the desolate land, after lying waste in the eyes of all who passed by, shall again be tilled. And they shall say, The land, once desolate, has become like the Garden of Eden, and the towns once ruined, barren, and ravaged have become populated and strengthened. And the nations around you shall know that I, Jehovah, have rebuilt the ruined places and replanted the barren land. I, Jehovah, have spoken, and I will act. So says Lord Jehovah. Moreover, I will answer the house of Israel, doing for them this. I will multiply their men like flocks, like holy flocks, the numerous sheep of Jerusalem's festivals. So shall the ruined cities be filled with flocks of people, and they shall know that I am Jehovah.